Are humans really alone in the universe?
They always say look to the skies, you might find something you're not aware of.
Before we move on out of that mysterious close encounter, this object you see here was caught on camera flying past the SpaceX rocket just minutes after liftoff last
The bipartisan amendment to the National Defense Authorization Act, establishing a secure system to receive reports about UFOs.
What are UAP? Put simply, UAP are airborne objects that, when encountered, cannot be immediately identified.
Despite the lack of physical proof that there aren't other intelligent lives for millions and billions of light years away, two of the brightest minds of the 21st century may have counterclaims about this. The James Webb Space Telescope may prove that Stephen Hawking left the universe with his own Big Bang theory. The idea that multiverses exist has finally been confirmed with the help of JWST, NASA, and the team of astrophysicists working together to unveil the mysteries of the universe. And what's more, this Brobdingnagian device can capture infrared images in high resolutions, just what the world needs to prove or disprove the multiverse theory of the great scientist. This means scientists and astrophysicists can now explore the universe and its many possibilities and mysteries. The information that can be revealed because of this device will undoubtedly undo the intrigue created by the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The technology has been developed such that the JWST can study the universe even in its early days. Therefore, the world can finally discover how the universe came to be. It turns out that the JWST can also capture images just as fast. Launched on the 25th of December 2022, the telescope acclimatized in months and sent back its first capture. And now it has yet another proof that there may be a multiverse. Cosmic bodies are Herculean and mysterious. They have existed for billions of years and have somehow evaded the reach of humans. For decades, NASA, the Hubble Space Telescope, and other significant organizations have looked into the universe to solve some of its mysteries. The Hubble Space Telescope lacked the physical features and capacity to capture clear images, which is why NASA built the James Webb Space Telescope. It took many decades, but it appears this is the technology that eventually proves Stephen Hawking's right. Before he died, the physics genius propounded a theory. Back then, as far back as the 1970s, there were speculations about how black holes were formed. Stephen Hawking, rest his soul, submitted a theory a year before he passed. He worked with Professor Thomas Hertog of KU Leuven. The article can be found in the Journal of High Energy Physics for 2018. It sort of disputes some parts of the Big Bang theory. The Big Bang theory postulates that the universe, or multiverse, started as a small reactive energy. And thanks to the concept of eternal inflation, this reactive energy keeps expanding thanks to quantum effects possible across the universe. Modern-day believers in the Big Bang theory opine that a burst, the inflation occurred in a split second and continued expanding at an exponential rate. While the energy moved across the universe, supermassive and massive cosmic bodies like stars and black holes were formed. Hawking and Hertog, however, believed that the initial postulations of the Big Bang theory would contradict Einstein's theory of generational relativity. Proponents of the Big Bang theory believe that the universe has a fractal structure, separated by eternally inflating oceans. However, the duo believed that judging by the dynamics of string theory and gravitational waves, Einstein's theory of generational relativity would be crushed. The James Webb Space Telescope uses infrared technology to ensure that every image captured reveals things as they are. And it cannot just immortalize pictures of the universe, but may also be able to provide information that dates as far back as the beginning of the universe. Stephen Hawking may not have been alive when the telescope was launched. Still, NASA and the astrophysicists working with the JWST will dedicate enough hours to researching the theory of the multiverse. According to his final research, before he died, there may be an exact version of yourself in another universe. The Big Bang theory indeed stipulates that eternal inflation can cause the creation of a replica of the universe. The universe is blanketed by a heat that initially made spatial explorations more challenging. Scientists believe this was the heat that formed when the Big Bang happened. But contrary to what the name implies, The inflation that created the universe did not happen at the center of the universe. In fact, there is no center of the universe. According to NASA, the Big Bang started simultaneously across the universe, which is evident from how the galaxies seem to push away from each other. Telescopes like the Cosmic Background Explorer and Wilkinson Microwave Anisotropy Probe can image the universe through this heat. They can also see further back into its history, perhaps even farther than the James Webb Telescope. However, that is not the purpose of the JWST. Its advanced technology was created to see what happened immediately after the Big Bang, and the information it provides may be sufficient to support Hawking and Hawking's theory of multiple universes, pitching these two as candidates for a Nobel Prize. There have always been debates about the existence of life outside of planet Earth. Because of the magnitude of the universe, scholars have always debated whether life exists elsewhere. The theory that intelligence could exist on other planets has never been proven, and there has been no contact with any other life force. However, the universe and life have shown that existence is easy. Atoms and cells are the basic building blocks of life, and they exist in infinite numbers. So why can't they give life to creatures on other planets? What is to say that the eternal inflation that happened at the beginning of the universe did not create alternate life forms in the areas separated by inflating oceans? But others also argue that beyond forming cells into a living entity, what is to say that atoms can create intelligent creatures at will? Supermassive black holes are other cosmic bodies that have been mysterious to humans since their discovery. To start with, these gigantic cosmic bodies could not even be imagined until just recently because they are made of dark matter. Initially, scientists could only see the balls of gas surrounding these black holes. Then the James Webb Space Microscope broke limits. However, imaging the bundle of dark and endless mass was not enough. Coupled with the ability to calculate how much matter is present in the universe, it may not hold weight that black holes were formed when the Big Bang Theory happened. Stephen Hawking also argued that black holes might not have come to be because of exploded stars, unlike popular belief. Instead, he postulated that they might have been created when the Big Bang happened. He also believed that supermassive black holes might be responsible for the dark matter that exists in the universe. The James Webb Space Telescope has been designed to see exactly what happened after the spontaneous inflation that occurred more than 13 billion years ago. It will detect when stars and galaxies were formed, and may also be able to tell if alternate universes were indeed created alongside. With the precise data the James Webb Space Telescope promises to deliver, the world is patiently waiting to see if there truly is an alternate version of life on Earth. Space enthusiasts are waiting with bated breath for the discoveries the JWST will make. Fortunately, it works fast and can produce high-resolution images in a week. Think about how much information scientists and astrophysicists will accumulate these next months. Think about the possibility of an alternate you, perhaps also waiting for the confirmation of Stephen Hawking's multiverse theory. If you haven't already liked and commented on this video, don't forget to do so. And subscribe if you haven't already for more updates on how the James Webb Space Telescope may confirm or disprove many cosmological theories as we know them.